Hey guys, it's Mark Rodriguez here.
And Paige?
And here's our video review on the Sci-Fi ValleyCon Part 3. And I gotta tell you, it's a 3-day event. We were not there for all 3 days. We were only there for the second day. So of course, most of our thoughts and opinions are regarding the second day. And yeah, we invite you guys that if you've been there all 3 days, you can write your comments below about that. So, well, Paige, she actually been to all 3 of them. I've only been there for the second one. So you can tell you more differences and more things about what made this one different from the others.
It's bigger. That's the biggest difference possible. They actually, from last year to this year, they actually used the top floor for some the vendors and a couple artists here and there. Because last year they only used the bottom floor, but you can see that they're expanding bigger and bigger each year. And next year they're moving to the Blair County Convention Center, which is bigger. So you can see they're expanding and hoping to expand even bigger than this year and the second year and the first year. So that's a big new thing. And then they had a few new cars and they had laser tag, which I didn't care to play. Mark was more anxious to play it at first, but he kind of forgot about it. And then when I knew it was going to be this blow up thing. He didn't know about it, but it didn't seem like it was going to be that big, and it didn't look that big. So I don't know. And where would you hide? Like how big? Like it wouldn't be that huge. Unless you go on the inside. It'd be like a mansion somehow. It was like how they always say the TARDIS, whenever you go inside the TARDIS, it's going to be this huge laboratory. If you go into that blow-up thing, it's going to be as huge.
Like a Black Ops training center.
Like a football-sized filled room.
Yeah. And the thing is, I didn't know they were going to do it outside, though, because it's like, who's really going to, go outside?
Well, you go inside anyways, but
I mean, outside of the con building, though, it's like...
But you'll be inside to do the laser thing. But it'd be hot running around. It was already hot in the building. It was hot outside. So I would figure if you're running around, it's probably going to be hot. So yeah. I didn't really care for it originally when you first heard about it. I didn't really care. I figured we wouldn't even have time anyway. So I didn't really care for that originally whenever it first came out.
Yeah. And well, like last year, of course, they had the big, the 80s Batmobile, with, the Adam West version of the Batmobile, like a replica, so to speak. And this year they had a lot of bigger ones.
More other cars.
Yep.
They had.
I'll save the favorite for last for you to mention. We have the Jurassic Park, I guess, tour guide car thing. I really don't see what's the big deal of it.
It's not the. Oh yeah. There's another car that we filmed this a couple times. We had to get this perfect for you guys. It's to be perfect. There's the Jurassic Jeep from the movies and the Jurassic Park tour van, like whatever you call it, those Jeeps. Well, if it was modernized, like today's car, it was like a SUV kind of thing. I don't know what actual car it was, but it's one of those SUVs. And like I wouldn't see that. And it would still keep the Jeep concept if it was a Jurassic Park. I would not. I really don't know. Yeah. That was super random. That was one of the additions. That was actually supposed to replace the Batmobile, but since everybody complained about it and they said I want to see it, they brought back the Batmobile, which wasn't the original Batmobile they were going to get originally.
That was yet another replica.
Yeah. So that was one of the things that
that we saw there.
Yeah.
And then we also got the Ecto-1, which is of course in the Ghostbusters movie, and with all
the lights,
with the epic detail, the lights. It was like
ooze coming out
and everything.
Slimer was in the back of the car.
Mini Marshmallow Man, I think, too, or somewhere in there.
No, it was on the outside. I was just standing there. I honestly thought that was the Marshmallow Man. They were promoting like a big blow up thing, and I thought that was it. But when you went upstairs, it was that actual bigger one. I'm like, oh, that's the one. So you could have posed by the the Stay Puft guy. Yeah. So you could have posed with him, but we didn't. We just took a video or a picture of it.
Yeah. And then the other one we got was, I guess it's not a real car, but it counts as a vehicle. It's a Doctor Who TARDIS. I think they call it like the English-British style phone booth thing.
Well, according to Sci-Fi ValleyCon, they consider it a movie car.
Yeah. And then the bigger one, the real big one.
You
Paige's
skipped
favorite.
Christine.
Well, yeah.
You skipped Christine.
Yes, we have Christine from a horror movie. The car runs you over or something. I don't know.
I don't know. It was a horror movie based on like this car that actually killed. I read the urban legend that the movie was based on. That was from my friend's Facebook, but I'm just digressing. But
Okay.
the final car, the major car that they had there, it was full major for me because I never saw it before. I told my brother, who's like, I saw it before. I'm like, But it was the Back to the Future DeLorean. It was Back to the Future 2 Part 2 version. It was like yeah, it was because it had all the lights and stuff, like the side lights. So yeah, it was the second part, and I was like a kid in a candy shop. I was so excited. I was asking dudes questions. I was like all overly excited and embarrassed at the same time. I was just like so overjoyed.
And all the vehicles had like you can pay $10 to actually go in. And this is the one that we paid for. That's the one that's worth the $10.
I wonder if he could have went into Ecto 1. It didn't seem like he would, and I think he just had to take a picture with it. I don't know. I really don't know. But the Back to the Future DeLorean, the Batmobile, Christine. I don't know about Christine either. If you could sit in it, but you probably could.
Well, the thing is, that one got the most attention, though. I didn't really see that many people doing anything else.
What? Just the DeLorean?
Yeah.
Most of the people just took pictures of it. I invested $10 to sit in it. But that car is an actual rental car. You can actually rent it for one of your own events, like maybe a wedding or your own convention or a birthday party, Back to the Future birthday party. It's like, I think 155 he said, but they have a Facebook, so we have to look for that sometime.
Yeah.
There's the guests, there's panels. That's the usual guests that they're not really well known. They're like independent films. A couple of guys were from Clerks. One's from the comic book heroes from AMC.
I think.
And the other ones are pretty much like independent filmmakers. So I feel like independent films, like the one guy directed Z-Con, the other one directed Mr. Hush. So those were the two independent filmmakers, I mean.
Yeah.
They had the film festival again this year. Didn't even go near that this year. Last year we only went in to sit down.
We were pretty rushed a little.
Usual vendors, artists, a lot of artists. That's pretty much it.
Yeah,
It has the most brand new stuff and the actual new cars.
That's basically it. But it was
Costume contest. The bad problem was that it got moved. But we
kept
did.
changing it, yeah. But the thing is also that one thing that Paige noticed, because of course she's been to all three of them, not me. The vampire stand that was there almost.
Oh yeah, he wasn't
there.
Almost. He wasn't there. And it was weird not seeing his fluffy white beard.
That's also weird because he was the one hosting the costume contest last year, and this year
It was just weird not seeing him.
typical guy with the
He was
staff
a nice
shirt
guy.
on. He was a nice guy, but I mean.
I'm just one of those awkward people that's really shy whenever around people. I'm shy with new people, so I'm like shy. He's like, yeah, let's take a picture together. I'm like, okay. That was the first year he was there. I'm like, okay, Mike. I'm shy, but he's real nice.
Yeah, and there's another guy that acts as one of the random walkers.
He was a walker from
Walking
Back
Dead.
to. I said Back to the Future. Back to the Future, zombified.
Oh, great Scott! Look at those zombies! This is getting heavy, Doc. They're everywhere. Yeah.
There's a new remake right there.
Oh, they actually go to the future, but it's like the year 3000 or something. There's zombies now.
And is this Back to the Future 4?
Let's not do that. Please, guys, if you ever do make a movie that has
I feel like it should be like a gag parody movie of it.
But if they do that, please don't come and hunt us down. We were just joking. Don't hear this, Hollywood.
What were we saying earlier? Oh yeah, Walking Dead. We were from The Walking Dead.
He was there, but
He wasn't there.
Well, I'm saying he was there in other years, but not this year. He's like the people that's been there. That's why I said almost is because I said almost every year because obviously not this year. And other things we want to show off, guys, are the goodies that we bought at this year's con.
We didn't buy very much this year.
Yeah, we didn't buy that many stuff.
I was tempted to, but I'm like, I'll come back later. I'll come back later. I'll come back later. And I usually never come back later.
Yeah.
But plus we were kind of rushed because especially for the costume contest, we only had like a couple hours before, and when we started, I wanted to walk around, see everything, and then that was how we began. And then eventually I had to sit down because I was wearing those huge boots again. So I sat down for like 10, 20 minutes, and then pretty much walked around again, did some shopping, and then went to the costume contest, and that was the rest of the day.
Yeah, it was so long. I wanted to kind of go because they had the usual kind of like boxes and boxes of comics. Like 2 tables worth of comics. I kind of wanted to browse through them more carefully. It was kind of like, ooh, there's comics. I'll come back to that later. We didn't really have that much time.
I was just looking for one comic series. I was at Amy Comey, and maybe I keep calling the damn Back to the Future. I keep calling Walking Dead Back to the Future for some odd reason. I read the Omnibus 2, so I wanted to see if there's 97 on. But I tried to look for it, but I couldn't find it at all. That was my goal. Walking Dead and Amy Comey, the original one, because what I got were messed up. I got the weird series, so
yeah.
That's another thing. If you want to donate that series to me, the actual good series, the real series, I'll give you my address, and then you can ship them to me.
Okay.
Hey, I didn't want to read them.
Okay, so anyways, guys, I think this time we kind of helped out more of the independent artists, because, yeah, a lot of the people, especially the bottom four, are mostly all independent artists promoting their own books and stories, either American comic book style or manga style and stuff, all different things. So
they will attack you. Those artists will attack you, like, hey, how are you?
No, but they're very nice, though. They're very nice. And
it's just so sad when we end up not buying the comics. I'm like,
well, that's why I wanted to help this time. And also, if you have any questions on it, they walked that journey, so they can give you all the advice, all the stuff they went through to make it that far.
But one guy that we always see there, the comic artist, I'm really bad with names. That maybe if we remember his name, we could put it in a annotation or a little thing down below. He was there since the beginning. He recognizes.
Last year, because I remember the
He recognizes us. He recognizes some people he always sees. So we talked a little bit. I really got to pick up his comic.
Yeah. And, well, the first thing we bought, this is like the first, I guess the only real commercialized thing we bought was the X-Men game, Next Dimension. It's this old fighting game for PS2 that was supposed to be a lot better, because I played the other one. It was horrible. It was made, like, around the time when the first movie was out. So this is like the sequel with better characters, faster gameplay, and yeah, we will probably be reviewing this later. We bought this at a store called Retrospect, which is on the top floor. They had all these old games and everything. They had like a contest to play Mario Kart on a Nintendo 64, and they were selling like Nintendo and Genesis games, all the old systems. They had the second model of the Nintendo, they're hooked up with Mario 3 and all that. So only cost like, generally speaking, a little less than $5, like
$4.98.
Yeah, so I was like, why not? Even if it sucks, it's like only $5. Who cares? And well, another thing we actually got this one for free. We got a poster from this guy. It says Seth. I'm not sure what the.
Sounded like you said sex.
Is it, well, maybe it's Seth, but he's signed the H like a skull. But yeah, this is a cool artwork. There's a guy making his own series.
Oh, I see it
about
now.
I guess like it's about like the Green Reaper's brother that's not as popular or feared or respected as the
not well known. His name is Conscious or Unconscious.
Oh, Unconscious. Yes, his name is Unconscious, and he has like a
stupid friend.
Like incompetent.
They tried to do like adventures and cause mischief, but whenever they do these adventures, the idiot friend messes up. Doesn't that sound familiar? Pinky and the Brain concept.
That's what he was saying. It's basically Pinky and the Brain, but with death and stuff involved.
They have like a Facebook, their own website, which they have their own comics, and his younger sister also makes comics too. He was explaining this one story about a Tyrannosaurus eating breakfast or something like that.
Yeah.
Some dinosaur making breakfast, and he said something like the eggs were his family or something. Like, I have no idea. The kid, he had like had a cake out of it.
Yeah. And then we also met another guy.
It was a 12-year-old sister humor, so that's a 12-year-old humor right there.
Yeah. We also met another guy named Steiner, and he has a series. He has his own
Steiner!
Yeah, he had his own print.
Reference to you know who.
he has his own prints here of characters like Batman, Joker, and stuff like that. So
Not
Paige,
Joker. Did he have
yeah,
Joker?
he had a Joker one. Bill's like a more goofier, like the comic book version, not like the movie.
Oh, I didn't
something
see
like
that.
Yeah, and
I
Paige,
got Harley Quinn, but this was the last one. This was a display model. I really loved it. I love the art style, but right now, oh, it's even dented too. Maybe that's why, because it was display. I don't know. Look, I really, no offense to him, but I should have really looked at it again before I bought it. I just bought it because I was kind of pressured. Not from him, not from him. This guy was like right beside him. He was like, get it! He's really doing it. He's like, he's gonna give you the display. That dude was like pressured.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, yeah, sure. But it was sold at, like, because it was sold out, so because of that, I'm like, I don't know, I guess I was going to just let him buy the book, but he was like, I'll just give you this. I'm like, okay. But looking over it, the quality of it, yeah, I bent the corner, I know that, but earlier during one of the recordings, I keep finding more damage to this thing. There's rip here, and the back is, like, is kind of ripped. You can kind of see through. But and now I can see it bent too. But, art style is really nice.
Yeah.
But how it's stored and how it was stored was not that amazing.
I guess?
How it was handled was not that amazing. I don't know if I ripped it. I shouldn't blame him at all. Because I don't know if it was me or him. I know this was him.
The tape stuff.
I don't know if it was taped. But I should, honestly, I have OCD. I'm very picky about my quality of posters and stuff. I cried when I saw my corner where it's bent. But to myself, I'm OCD. I really like how my stuff is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. I feel like I'm ranting right now, but art style amazing.
But just, I guess, be very careful how you treat the things.
I would recommend, if you're doing, like, prints and stuff, I would recommend, like, even if you go to your local store and, like, getting cardboard and then cutting that to what your prints are sized. Even if you use, this is how it came.
You mean the comic book bag?
This is fine. Like, something like that. Like, use, like, cardboard. Yeah, do something like that. Because, think about it, most of the people have to carry it around, and we were so scared carrying it around. So anybody who actually sells kind of prints kind of thing, I would recommend.
Yeah, like bagging boards, like comics or something.
Because I was so scared
and
carrying
don't put tape on it too, so it doesn't like rip off or whatever when you're.
Don't put tape on the bag, because it's sketchy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just gonna shut up now because that sounds so mean.
And well, on other things, he also has his own original series. It's called New Era G, and it's about, I guess, this kid finds out he has fire powers or something, and of course, you know, I guess the consequences of that. I haven't read it yet, but yeah, it is his own series too. That of course shows off that he can draw his own stuff, not just other characters and everything. But yeah, it looks interesting. And I'm gonna probably read it. I'm gonna read it, but I mean, I'm gonna probably do a blog article about it to give awareness about this. I think there's only like 2 volumes out so far, but let's give it up for him and see what we think of the series and everything. And there'll be links below to his channel. I mean, to his website, his information, all that kind of stuff. And of course, it's very strange that he happens to kind of look like and even sound like Lan Moore, which is very weird. No offense to him. And no offense to Lan Moore, but I mean, when I saw him, I almost like, dude, how'd you get here? You didn't tell me you were in town. That was strange seeing some doppelganger, the Moore doppelganger there. And then we also have another guy does his own science fiction stuff called Kenneth Ducard, the Geek Demon. And I'm also going to put links below so you can check out his stuff. He's actually someone that apparently he also reads our blog and everything and watches our videos, so that's pretty cool. And, well, I guess now we can also get to, because like we said, we didn't buy that much stuff, so this wouldn't be too long, but our favorite things at the con, like our opinions
and
things.
The shirts.
Oh yeah, that's the main thing. We got the Sci-Fi ValleyCon Part 3 shirts. I got the green version. Well, it's showing off the logo. I got the green version. She got the black version. You know, same design, just green or black. And I think last year they only had black or something, right? So I kind of like that too. It's kind of cool. Like, do it like that, guys. That always gives you more.
No, blue. Last year was blue.
Yeah.
Maybe blue and black. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to. Yeah, I think it was blue and black, but I wanted something different.
Yeah. And also, I think we got them too late too. Maybe we were sold out or something. No.
No. We got it the second day. Unless they really didn't have too many, it's the second day.
Well,
Plus, it's American Eagle. That's a screen print embroidery place, an actual business. So.
That's pretty cool.
So it's not. They won't sell out.
Yeah, and also we were like she said, we were pressed for time. So I also got the idea that let's buy these now because obviously after the contest we probably would have had to rush and get out. Maybe we wouldn't have had time to have bought that.
Okay, we were just rambling on and on.
So what are your favorite
thing was the DeLorean. Like I said, I was like a kid in a candy store. The least favorite thing was the contest getting moved, and I don't know what else. I don't think else.
Basically,
really.
that's really so much to complain about. And for me, the favorite thing was part of the costume contest because I know we didn't win, but it was still fun just being there and being on stage, you know. Paige did the famous Chun-Li pose with the jumping and the, you know, and I don't know how she could jump without, I was afraid we were going to trip or something. And
I think when I slammed down the second time, I think you heard the clunk.
Yeah. And I just threw a fireball on there and, you know, did the wind pose. That was pretty cool. It was just fun. Like
the one goes by, she's like, I'm scared. And when everyone went back up on stage, he's like, I'm scared.
Yeah, he had like pre-stage jitters a bit. He was.
Well, no, he didn't talk to. You were supposed to talk to the judges, but I guess he walked off the stage. But I told him it's just nerves. I would have done the same thing if I.
I think someone told us beforehand. If they didn't tell us, we wouldn't have talked to the judges either.
No, well, they had that's something required. But I think it was just nerves because if I was by myself alone like how he did, I would have been nervous too, and I probably would have forgotten too.
Yeah. But basically, you talk to the judges and ask you questions about how you made your costume and stuff to get more information.
Yeah, but he had a skit that was one of the whole sliming scene of Beckman.
Beckman, yes. Peter Beckman getting slimed.
Yeah, I told him that was cute. That was a cute idea. But I'm digressing again, so go ahead.
But well, yeah, you know, there were some cool costumes. Like I said, there was like a, I guess, steampunk future version of Abraham Lincoln, and the costume was so epic that when he came up third place, you were thinking like, dude, and who's gonna top that? Who's gonna be second in first place? Who could possibly top that costume? And it was actually this guy that was dressed up as like the Assassin's Creed, but his costume was so detailed, it looked like he just stepped off the game. And he actually had the retractable blades that just popped out when he did that, and everything. I mean, it looked so awesome. The moment we saw him come up, Paige was like, okay, we lost, because it's like that costume was so epic.
And he didn't even place.
Yeah, he could have been second or third or whatever, or he could have been like third and Lincoln second. I don't know, you know. But it's all based, you know, on what the judges think, on the detail, I guess the general audience reception. I mean, all that stuff. I don't know, but I still liked it. I still liked our 5 seconds of fame up there. People cheering, they appreciated it, and Paige did a great job as Chun-Li, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And, well, one thing we also want to say, guys, also to, I do want to appreciate all you guys, or rather thank all you guys, and to say we appreciate that you guys are actually watching these videos and blogging, you know, reading our blogs, all that good stuff, because I know, I mean, obviously people watch our videos. Like, a friend of mine was saying, like, well, doesn't your channel thing say how many people watch your videos? And yeah, I mean, but they're just numbers. You just see like 20 views, but you know, actually getting to meet some of you guys, getting actually to meet some of the actual 20 or so viewers that are actually watching us and say, hey, aren't you Mark and Paige from YouTube? And hey, I read your blogs. I mean, that was pretty awesome actually, and we appreciate you guys are watching and reading. We hope that you guys also like this video. We're gonna try our best to go to Steel City Con, and we could, you know, make a video about that too. Yeah, this August, and of course we're gonna try to go to the next Sci-Fi Valley Con. And yeah, guys, don't be shy. You know, if you guys recognize us, you know, feel free to, you know, say hi, shake our hand or whatever. We could
poke Mark's belly.
No, do not do that. Anyways, like I said, you guys are more than welcome to say hi and appear, and you know, we're cool like that. I mean, it's all good. I mean, we actually met a guy that's a fellow looter. That was pretty cool. Because I mean, I've never seen anyone in real life other than us that have the actual Loot Crate buttons, or like, hey, every time we talk to people, they never even heard of it or anything. So it's kind of cool. You met a fellow looter out there. Pretty awesome. And so anyways, guys, that's basically all I got to say about the con. It was a lot of fun. Just we couldn't go all 3 days and everything, but it was still cool what we had. And what any final thoughts or things you want to say? No. But anyways, guys, this is Mark Rodriguez here, and a sleepy, tired Paige. Yes, we had a big summer, like a family picnic.
Summer?
It's summer. Summer big picnic, family picnic afterwards, so we're still tired from all the stuff too. But
I only had 3 hours of sleep in there last 2 nights ago. Friday night into Saturday. I only had 3 hours of sleep, so don't complain.
Exactly. It's been a pretty action-packed weekend. But anyways,
I was the one baking.
Exactly. But anyways, guys, I just want to say thanks for watching our videos. Stay tuned. We hope to be there at Steel City Con, and we also hope to be there for Sci-Fi Con Part 4. And see y'all next time.
Boop.